So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be bringing you a video of basically how to make 300 wheel horsepower and how much does it cost in a Mazdaspeed 3. And this can go for Gen 1 Speed 3, Gen 2, and even Mazdaspeed 6. So they should all go to the same way, should happen the same way. Same parts, pretty much for the most part. So yeah, I guess we'll get straight into it. No bullcrap, we'll just go straight to it. So first mod you're gonna need before any of the other mods, like this is just gonna be straight up number one. Like you can't do anything without this. The cob access port. Cob access port is $650. That's the most expensive one piece of it, I guess we should say. It's pretty expensive, but so anyways, so the next part we're gonna get to is you're gonna need an intake and high pressure fuel pump internals. I would buy those two together, probably, or if you're wanting to just make 300 wheel horsepower and you're just going straight for it like immediately, then just buy one, like everything at once. That's my best advice. But anyways, or buy each stage package. Like honestly, I recommend going straight to stage 2 because the stage 1, there's not a cob map for, or there is for stage 1, but if you want stage 1 plus, which I recommend, is with high pressure fuel pump internals. You want high pressure fuel pump internals if you're gonna run anything other than stock, basically. So you're gonna want to get high pressure fuel pump internals and an intake probably at the same exact time, but there's not an off-the-shelf map for that I know of. So your car won't be able to be tuned for the correct modifications unless you do an e-tune. So I recommend going straight to stage 2. Now I get that's a little more expensive to go straight to stage 2. But anyways, so high pressure fuel pump internals and intake and access port. First 3 things you should be getting. Okay, so we'll go on to the next thing. So you're gonna want to get a turbo inlet hose. Now they make an intake that basically does the turbo inlet hose and the intake, which it's all basically one big intake, but if you buy it from Cobb, it's 2 separate pieces and it costs a little bit more, I'm pretty sure. So if you want to save a little bit of money and it's more worth it in the long run, I would definitely do the full intake. JBR makes those. Graveyard Performance has some of those. I mean, there's a few companies that make them. Those are just ones I can think of right off the top of my head. And also, DM me if you need an intake, because I have 2 intakes, a Cobb one and a engine intake. And also I have a turbo inlet hose, a Mishimoto one. So I will give you a little bit of a decent price. They're in good shape, so I'll definitely sell those to you and will ship. So, but anyways, on to the next. So next mod you're going to want to get is a down pop. Down pop really helps, like, a lot. That's what is honestly, besides the tune, is your biggest power gain, in my opinion. So basically, another thing, I have a down pop. It's a catless down pop. It's one of my down pop, and you DM me, I will let you know. But it's catless, and it was one of the, I'm just gonna say this too, like, I almost sold my car at one point, and as soon as I put that down pop on the car, I already had an exhaust, but as soon as I put the down pop, like, just the sound of the car, I absolutely fell in love with it. Like, that was what kept me from selling my car, and also I wouldn't be where I'm at now. I went from wanting to sell the car to going big turbo within the year after getting the down pop. So that doesn't say something, don't know what does, but yeah, I fell in love with the car, and then now I'm doing a full huge build and it's gonna be rad. But anyways, next and final mod you're gonna need, this has been a short and sweet video. I might might rant a little bit about, I might talk more about it to explain it more at the end instead of, but I just cut to the chase. Like, you guys need to know what parts you need. So, anyways, so next thing you're going to need is either a front mount intercooler or a top mount intercooler. So with this, let's try to plan for future. If you plan on going anything more than big turbo in the future, I recommend going top mount. Top mount is just now editing this video, and I saw this clip right here that you guys just now got done watching. I cut it off right here because I said that pretty much you want a top mount intercooler if you're doing more than big turbo, but it's actually the opposite of that. If you're doing big turbo, it's pretty much you will be fine to do top mount, but anything over more than that, then I would just recommend going straight to the front mount. So yeah, but come back to the clip. It's cheaper, and if you don't ever plan on doing any more, you're not going to need it. Although in a Gen 1 and a Speed 6 there is lack of airflow, so in those two I would recommend getting a front mount, because Gen 2 has a hood scoop that prevents lack of airflow through the intercooler. So, but if you can afford front mount on all of them, do it. And honestly, in a Gen 1 with a bigger top mount, you would probably be fine, honestly. I mean, I've not really talked to anybody about it, but I would say you'd be fine in my thoughts. And I have a few buddies that are basically, they ran top mounts on basically this exact setup for a while, and they no issues whatsoever. And one was actually running a Yeti 5, so it was making like 320, 330 wheel running there. So yeah, that is pretty much it. And it was a simple short video, but hopefully it was good information and it helped you guys in some kind of way. So the total of all the parts together come out to be $2,305. Now, for people that have already been in the Speed Theory community for a while, you're gonna say, holy crap, that is cheap. And okay, the reason for that is because I made my own custom intercooler kit, basically, other than the piping and the core. Obviously, I made custom crash bar, which saved a ton of money. And my downpipe, if you buy a catted downpipe, it's like super expensive. The catless downpipes are a lot cheaper. So yeah, my catless downpipe was like $280, I think. But like a Cobb downpipe right now, I think it's like $750, which is ridiculous. It was $650. I don't know why they went up $100. I would say because of the parts to make them probably are starting to cost more. So yeah, so yeah, that's main reason why mine costed so cheap. The rest of the parts are like normal price that everybody else pretty much is paying also, which everybody pays this price too if they make that decision, so I don't get discounts. But anyways, that is your total price, and that is what this list, that's what I did before tax. And the actual full stage 3 from Cobb or somebody is probably going to be over double that, honestly. But those parts will work to get you 300 wheel. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please making sure to click a like, subscribe, and just keep up with my next videos and watch all my videos. You'll be happy you did. Even though this was boring, soon will be action. The car is going to be running again. Just give it a few months. And anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to stay positive, and peace out.